Well, good morning. This is where you saw me moor up last night as it was getting dark, and actually by the time I'd actually got the ropes attached, it was pretty dark, as I showed you on the camera. Definitely worse places one could moor. We're in the countryside here. The sun's trying to come out. Let's hope it does. Yeah. I did throw a couple of logs on the fire this morning. There was no wind last night, although I can feel a bit of a breeze right now. And I'm under a few trees. They're only small trees, but even so, I don't like being moored underneath them. So I'm going to make a move. I'm not actually very far now from Market Drayton. So I'm going to pop into Market Drayton and stay there the night. I believe it's only, well, I think the sign actually says overnight mooring only. Well, I assume I can turn up today and stay overnight and leave tomorrow. If I can't, what's the point of the mooring? So I want to do a little shopping. So let's make that move and let's get to Market Drayton. First things first, start the engine. You see the ignition light stays on until I give it a few revs. There, the ignition light is off. Once the ignition light's off, I can turn the key off. That way I don't forget to leave it on later. I'm going to leave the fenders down on this side. There's no locks to go through, and I know when I'm mooring Market Drayton, the mooring is on this side as well. I remember from a couple of years ago. So anyway, let's get rid of this rope at the front. Boat's already drifting out slightly here. That's good news. It'll make it easy for me to leave. If the boat wants to move itself out without me having to try and get it off the bank. The rope back on. And now we're going to do the same at the back. Here we go. Front drifted out quite a long way actually. Nearly on the other side. A few umps to bring it back around. Now we're facing in the right direction. I was really glad last night I found this Armco along here when I did. As you noticed, it was getting dark, and I don't like travelling around in the dark, and I certainly don't like doing locks in the dark. Fortunately, no locks today. I'm just doing the mile or so, wherever it is, not even sure how far it is, to Market Drayton today. I'm going to be taking it quite steady on this little trip down to Market Drayton. Number one, it's not going to take me very long to get there anyway. And number two, if I do see any firewood along the side, I'm going to stop and pick it up. I'm just approaching here where it's gone very narrow, where there is a tree down in the canal. But it's on the wrong side, it's on the non-towpath side, and it'll be impossible to get to. So yeah, I'm not going to be stopping to try and get Market Harbour. No, I'm not. I'm now getting very close to Market Drayton. Getting my markets mixed up. Sign over here saying welcome to Market Drayton, and as we go under this main road bridge, if you was to walk down to the right of where we're going at the moment, there's an Aldi down there. The only problem is you've got to walk down to that Aldi, you've got to walk alongside that busy road, and there is no footpath. You can walk through the houses, it's about twice the distance. I still recommend walking through the houses. Well, that's a bit off, isn't it? I just read the sign over there. It says overnight mooring only, no mooring between 10 AM and 4 PM. I want to go shopping. They really don't make life easy for us boaters sometimes, do they? I guess it's because of these boats moored here, so they can get in and out easier. So they're probably not going to be more moving outside those hours so much. I think there might be a space on the mooring here. I think I might just be able to squeeze in. I'm going to try anyway. Drop the tighter distance, how big the gap is. Market Drayton for almost my full 48 hours. In 48 hours in about 2 hours time. It was time to make a move. The first move is very short. I'm just going to go underneath the bridge in front of me and pull over and use the boating facilities. Fill up with water and get rid of some rubbish. Well, that could be a problem right now. Just looking through, there's two boats actually on the water point. Probably going to have to give the water point a miss and get it somewhere else. I walked past the water point a moment ago. 10 minutes ago there was no boats there, but I guess there's two. I think there's room in front of the second boat I'm just about to pass. So just about pull in. It's not the water point, it's the mooring. As I sit there, when the boat moves off the water point, I'll pull my boat back and fill up the water. I didn't get water, the water taps were so slow there, and I got desperate, and people were there moaning how long it's taking to fill up, so I thought, you know what, I can go without. I've got enough of definitely another couple of weeks, if not more, and I'll be at another water point. towpath here is horrendous, all this deep mud. I'm guessing it's all from the leaflets have fallen down. There's probably a rock base underneath it. There we are, Tyrley locks, Shropshire canal. A very kind gentleman doing the lock for me. Well, fun and games already at the first lock. I couldn't get the lock, the gate wouldn't open wide enough, so I had to close it up and played around with the barge pole underneath there, moved it around. I didn't ever feel anything, but I must have cleared it because it then opened. Lock 2, I can't get to the bank to get off. Fortunately, I have a boater come up and doing the lock for me. There's underwater obstructions here near the bank, and I just couldn't get anywhere near the bank to get off the boat, and there's no mooring bollards here either. Well, I'm doing really well on these Tyrley locks so far. 3 locks, 3 jammed. Well, just to keep things even, something went wrong at that lock as well. I couldn't film it because I was off the boat and I couldn't get back on the boat. When I went to set the lock, I got up near the side and it drifted off a little bit, which is no big problem normally. I just pull it in with the rope. But the boat following me up has been helping me out big time. When they filled up the lock below me, it sat me on the bottom, so I was stuck. I managed to just about get back on the front of the boat. Fortunately, I got some spare keys which I managed to grab hold of to get back on the boat through the front doors, and then the gentleman dropped some water down through the lock as well, and I managed to get free. Well, I definitely had some fun at Tyrley locks today. This I picked up going into the first lock, so I've had this wrapping around my prop all the way up the locks. I waited until I got to the top lock before I took it off because I could still drive the boat. There was still power there, but all you could hear was this rattling round underneath. Obviously, it was going round and round, caught up on the prop and hitting the bottom of the boat. It sounded awful. So yeah, it was just instant after instant after instant coming up the Tyrley locks. Well, now I have that clear from a prop, I'm going to continue. Not quite sure where to yet. It's quite a pleasant afternoon, very windy, but quite a pleasant afternoon. So yeah, I'm going to continue. The other reason is the internet here is very poor. I'm not saying it's zero, but it's very poor. I also have a video to upload. Well, I'm going to bring the video to a close there. That was a nightmare. Tyrley locks. Every single lock I had a problem at. From gates not opening, not being able to moor up, water level dropping away below me, and I couldn't actually get back on the boat. The rope around the prop, it was just one thing after another. And the very kind gentleman, I'm afraid I've forgotten his name now, that helped me up those locks, and if you watched it, I really appreciate it. He said to me at the top, he said, "I hope I never meet you again." And I said, "I hope I never meet me again either." Yes, it was a nightmare of the locks. And I think that's a good place to round up this video. Tyrley locks. Oh, nightmare on Lock Street. Of course, a big thank you goes out to all my Patreon, PayPal, Super Thanks, and channel member supporters, and everybody for watching the channel. If not already subscribed, please do subscribe. It is free, and it really helps the channel out. Also, if you click the bell notification button and the all options button, YouTube will inform you every time I upload a new video. And also, if you really like the videos and you think your friends will like them, share them on Facebook, share them wherever you like. It really helps the channel to grow. That just leaves me to say, thank you very much for watching. Trevor out.